So did you hear the news? I don't know if you heard about this, but President Biden said Putin is a killer with no soul and that he will pay a price for interfering in the U.S. elections in 2020. So we hate Putin so much, we're even angry at him when we win. Isn't that weird? He's still, Joe Biden, you beat Donald Trump, and you're still angry at Putin even after you won. Isn't that amazing? Win or lose, it's still Eurasia's fault. Think of all the people who are suffering right now who just want to see Putin put in his place, right? All the people without health care or economic relief or anything like that. The important thing is Putin. My landlord said that if Joe Biden holds Putin accountable, nobody has to pay rent anymore. Isn't that nice? Finally, a president with some stones. Putin needs to pay dearly. Sanctions, military action, his forces in Syria. I don't care. Just do something. Military. Let's saber rattle with a nuclear power. Do something. Bomb somebody. Wow. This is what watching MSNBC and CNN will do to you. The person who is currently protecting and arming Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Egyptian dictator General Abdel el-Sisi, among other savage despots, explains that he will not stand for murderous autocrats. The guy who championed the criminal war in Iraq, a war that killed over 1 million people, and who helped Obama destroy Libya, Syria, and Yemen, killing, displacing, and starving millions of human beings, has something to say about Vladimir Putin. I'm glad other people, so that's from Sarah Abdullah, so I'm glad other people notice this. And it's not just us at the Jimmy Dore show and the people at the Gray Zone. I'm glad other people notice this. It looks like Joe Biden's telling a real shitty joke and Putin is just tolerating it. That's what it looks like. Anyway. Joe Biden said this on Stephanopoulos, and watch how Stephanopoulos, what Margaret Kimberly is saying is Stephanopoulos knows his job, amplify U.S. policy. So he asked Biden if Putin is a killer. Russia is not having it and recalled their ambassador from the U.S. So because of this, so hang on. So
you know Vladimir Putin, you think he's a killer?
Mm-hmm. I do.
So what price must he pay?
The price he's going to pay, well, you'll see shortly. I'm not going to, by the way, we ought to be able that trite expression, walk and chew gum at the same time.
So what kind of price is he going to pay? You see George Stephanopoulos? Is he a killer? Who isn't a killer? Who isn't a killer? Are you going to say that about the guy who runs Saudi Arabia right now? Are you going to say that about him? Are you going to say that about the dictator who leads Egypt? Are you going to say about the guy who, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, who literally dismembered a Washington Post journalist? You going to do that? Going to bring that up, George Stephanopoulos? No. Stephanopoulos knows his job. It's to amplify U.S. policy. The Russiagators won, ladies and gentlemen. It's impossible to have any relationship with Russia. And by the way, Putin didn't kill 1 million Iraqis. That's what the United States did. I've had people who I respect say to me, oh, Putin's a thug. Who isn't? Who isn't a thug?
Not
Who?
Obama?
Barack Obama dropped more bombs than George W. Bush, Barack Obama did. Barack Obama created those cages. Barack Obama gassed those immigrants at the border. Barack Obama dropped fucking bombs in Syria illegally. Barack Obama turned Libya into a slave state. Barack Obama participated in the genocide of people in Yemen. What the fuck are you talking about? That guy's a bad guy. He's a thug. There's no bigger thugs or terrorists in the United States. Russia and Iran tried to influence. So this is new. So this is the new thing. Are you ready for this? This is the new thing. This is the new bullshit propaganda being printed on the front page of the New York fucking Times. And I'm sure will be repeated breathlessly on the Young Turks today. Russia and Iran tried to influence the 2020 presidential election, but China did not, intelligence report says. Hey, when are they going to do a report on how we had record turnout because they made mail-in voting easier and didn't suppress everything as much as we usually do? When are they going to do that? When are they going to still keep pretending that some other country is influencing our elections more than Wall Street and the corrupt oligarchy here in the United States? It's a newly declassified, this is what it says here, the subheadline. A newly declassified report represents the most comprehensive intelligence assessment of foreign efforts to influence the 2020. It's all bullshit. It's all propaganda.
Jimmy, was it 17 intel agencies?
Was it 17 intelligence agencies said that they did the thing with the server, and then it was 3, and then it was just a couple of guys that got handpicked by a criminal? Aaron Matei caught it. He says, spooks and their media dupes. Rinse and repeat. Spooks and their media dupes. That's what this is. So that is spooks, meaning CIA, FBI, NSA, and the dupes in the media, the New York Times. There you go. Wow. Vladimir Putin praises Joe Biden's stance on arms control, hedging his bets on U.S. presidential election. That's from the AP. Vladimir Putin praises Joe Biden's stance on arms control, hedging his bets on the U.S. presidential election. That is from October 2020. Vladimir Putin praises Joe Biden. And where does this come from? That this comes from the National Intelligence Council. This is their assessment. Foreign threats to the United States 2020 U.S. federal elections. Here it is. There it is. Foreign threats to the 2020 U.S. federal elections. You want to know what it says? They had 3 key findings. We had the key finding 1, we have no indications that any foreign actor attempted to alter any technical aspect of the voting process in the 2020 elections, including voter registration, casting ballots, vote tabulations, or reporting results. Okay, I guess that's it. We should go home now. No, we have to still ratchet up some bullshit fear. And what it says here is this. Key assessment 3. Key judgment 3, we assess that Iran carried out a multi-pronged covert influence campaign intended to undercut former President Trump's re-election prospects. We have high confidence in this assessment. Well, I thought you guys should send Iran a fucking case of champagne. Aren't you guys happy? This is what the F? They were on your side. This is what Time Magazine said, that there was a secret history of the shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election, and Iran was part of it. They saved the 2020 election. And you guys are upset at them. Why? Because you want to invade Iran now after Iraq and Libya and Syria and Afghanistan? And Yemen and Somalia and the Sudan? You want to go into Iran? Really? Russia recalls its U.S. ambassador for consultations after Biden's so Biden called him a killer, and so they're playing a diplomatic game. So there's your country on propaganda steroids, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. George Stephanopoulos leads the way. Joe Biden plays along. The Young Turks report that the Iran and Russia are trying to affect our elections. And we get another right-wing Democratic establishment president. There you go. That's how it works. That's how it works. Enjoy your country. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.